Hi, I'm Mr. Johns and welcome to Dance and Drama Matters. The question for today is, can I dance without moving around? Do we just be still? We're just standing in a spot, in one spot, without moving? How is that dancing? Last week we spoke about locomotor movements, which are movements that move from one spot to another. So our learning intention is the same as last week. We'll experiment with ways to move our body. So thinking about that question, can I dance without moving around? The answer is, yes, you can! You can do it! You 100% can do it. If locomotor movements mean moving from one spot to another, then we can do non-locomotor movement. So non is a prefix that means not or opposite. So that means that non-locomotor movement is movement that does not travel from one spot to the other. So it's movement when you're just staying still without traveling. So let's start with a warm-up and create different shapes with our bodies. All of these movements that we're doing are non-locomotor movements. So the first one is you're at a disco, and every time the light flashes, you change poses. I hope you were doing that with me, because that would have been really awkward if you were just watching me do weird poses. For the next one, you are a lump of hot molten glass, and a glass blower is gently blowing into you and expanding your body and getting bigger and bigger and changing shape the whole time. And do this one with me. For this next one, you're a box of fireworks, and a match lights all the fireworks in your box, and you're going to explode into many different shapes and colours. So remember, our learning intention is we can experiment with ways to move our body. And for your next task, you can be successful if you use non-locomotor movements to create a sequence of dance. So for your task, I need you to write down 4 numbers between 1 and 30. For example, you could write a 5 or 25, because those are both numbers between 1 and 30. So do that now. Write down 4 numbers between 1 and 30. For example, 19, 23, 5, and 28. Alright, so now that you have all of your 4 numbers, I'm going to read out 30 different words that are all non-locomotor movements. For your numbers, I want you to write down which movements you've selected, right? I'm going to have to read it out because my memory is really bad, because I'm an old man and I'm aging. And you might not be able to see it, but I've got lots of grey hair, so take it easy on me. Alright, so number 1, arch. 2, bend. 3, crumple. 4, curl. 5, stretch. 6, vibrate. 7, flap. 8, flick. 9, freeze. 10, grow. 11, sway. 12, wiggle. 13, inflate. 14, jab. 15, kick. 16, lower. 17, swell. 18, wobble. 19, melt. 20, open. 21, pull. 22, push. 23, swing. 24, pause. 25, punch. 26, rise. 27, sink. 28, squeeze. 29, twitch. And 30, quiver. Alright, so my numbers are 19, melt. 23, swing. 5, stretch. And 28, squeeze. Your task now is to come up with a sequence of movement for each of your 4 words. So this is what mine looks like. Alright, now's your time to create your dance. Off you go. Go do it. Use your 4 movements and create a sequence of dance. Now there might be some non-locomotor movements that are a bit confusing because you haven't heard of those words yet. So it's a really good idea if you use a dictionary and look up the meaning of those words, and that way you'll be able to create movement from it. Alright, now's your time to perform it to someone. So when you perform it, it's a really good idea if you film it as well, and that way at the end you can watch it back again and see how you've gone. Great work everyone. Alright, so now it's time to do a reflection. Did you end up using all 4 of your moves? Which was the hardest move for you to use, and why? Alright, well done. That's all for today, and I'll see you for next week. Bye!